Hi everybody, it's Elsie, and yes, I'm coming at you with another topic. Today we're talking about birth tourism. Again, I love some CNN, so I was watching CNN, and they were talking about this, that it's this new thing. And basically what birth tourism is, just in case you don't know, basically women from other countries will come here in about their third trimester and give birth to a child. And of course everybody knows that the 14th Amendment states that if you have a child that is born on US soil, they are now a citizen of this country. So they'll have the child, they'll get a passport for the child, they'll get the certificate, and then they go back to their country of origin, okay? And you may think to yourself, oh, that's not really a big deal, so what, whatever, okay? But it does raise some issues. There's a lot of concerns that come up with people just coming over here and having babies and then leaving, I don't think that it would have really been brought up. I actually posted on my Facebook page kind of a prelude that I was going to do a topic about this. And there was a gentleman, Kevin Brown. He actually brought up the topic that I was going to bring up. And the whole point that I think this is even becoming a national issue is because everybody's questioning where Barack Obama was born. He is the only president, I believe, that has been questioned about where his origin of birth was. And maybe it's because his last name was Hussein. I mean, his middle name is Hussein. I don't know. But I think that if, everything was all, good with Barack, I don't think anything, well, I'm not going to say all good with Barack. I don't think that if it was for Barack, this topic would even come up, And so he's kind of the one that spurred this whole investigation, or they're trying to pass a bill or a law saying changing things, which it's an amendment. I don't really know how far they can get with that, but we'll see. Time will tell. So basically I just want to talk about some of the pros and cons for the people that are coming over here and giving birth, and then some of the effects that it has on us here in America. Okay. So number one, you have people coming over here having babies. Now, according to, I did a little research. I went to a website. It's called copperwiki.org, and they have a little thing on birth tourism, and they said a lot of the countries that are doing this, there are a lot of Asian countries and African countries that are doing this. South Korea, Philippines, Vietnam, Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and then it just says various African countries that are participating in this, and they actually have an industry where it's an actual business over there where people will send the mothers over here, and they have a place to stay, they have doctors, they have all the stuff they need set up so that they can have their baby, and their baby gets citizenship, and they go on back to their country. It's a whole business that happens, okay? And it causes problems over here because because a child is actually born here, they gain all kind of access to everything that a person that is American, that was parents are from here and everything, they get the same opportunities, which means college. A lot of times what will happen is they'll raise the kid and bring them over here, and they get to go to college, that they didn't pay any taxes because they didn't live here, they didn't have to do any of that kind of stuff, and yes, they get the scholarships as well, all the stuff, everything, scholarships, loans, or whatever it is that they need, they can get it because they're citizens of the United States of America. And I believe when they turn 21, that also affords the parents the privilege to come over here on visas, and for them to be legal and all that kind of stuff as well, parents and siblings, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody's out there, you can correct me, but I believe that's what it is. So it benefits the whole family, and they had a term that they call the child in this, because usually they'll just do one child, and that's all they need is to have one child to be a citizen. Well, I'll see it. It says, well, I can't find it right now, but it's a name they call the child that they that are citizens of the United States. But so anyway, it even causes problems in their own country, like in Korea, for instance. The poorer people that cannot afford to come to America to have kids are, getting kind of upset because they're like, well, in Korea, a lot of people want to come over to the U.S. and have their babies because the men at a certain age have to enlist in the military. It's mandatory. And to avoid that, the mothers that are able to afford to come to America, they have their babies. Now, people who cannot afford are obviously the lower class people, and they're upset because they're like, hey, we can't afford to buy our children citizenship, or else we would do the same thing. It's not fair, you know? And then you look at things like, okay, they're technically U.S. citizens, they can run for office, they can do this kind of stuff, but where does their loyalty really lie? Just because you were born somewhere, it doesn't mean that's where your loyalty lies. I know if I was born here in America and then I was shipped over to some other country, that's where my loyalty is going to be at, because that's where I grew up. That's what I know, you know. Those are the values that I hold. So if you were born here, Asia, Africa, Middle East, if you were born here, but then your parents are from those countries, that's where your loyalty lies. And, you know, so those are the kind of questions that this whole birth tourism thing sparks, you know. I mean, when people come to this country, they don't say, I'm coming over here to have a baby, you know, because they ask that in customs, like, what is your purpose for being here? You know, it's either you're here to work or you're here for just chilling, whatever. And so I think the angle that they're going to try to go at now with mothers that are trying to come over here and have babies is that they're being dishonest. Because if you say you're coming over here for a particular reason, whether that be vacation or whatever, but your real purpose is to come have babies, and that's an integrity issue. And I guess they're gonna try to do some kind of legal thing, as they were saying on CNN today. So really, I just want to know what are y'all's opinions about birth tourism? You know, how do you think that it affects the economy? Is it helping us? Is it hurting us? Like, what are your opinions about it? You got the facts, you know, it's laid out there for you, you know, and some of y'all probably even know people that have done this. I mean, this is not like it's some kind of secret thing that happens. I think, you know, anybody that has parents, or either they're not from this country, they know somebody that has done this. Hell, y'all might even be a product of it yourselves, you know. You came over here, you know, when you were young, or your mother had you here when you were young, and then you were raised in another country. So I just want to get you all's opinions on it, and just see what you want to think about it. And just to let you all know that the taping of my first show is going to be next Wednesday. That's right, on the 27th. And I personally would love for you all to come out and be a part of it, sit in the audience, see what happens. We're gonna have some food there and some drinks, and you know, I just really want y'all to be a part of it, you know, because I'm really thankful for everybody that watches my videos. And yeah, I just want y'all to be a part of it. The show is gonna be airing in June, and I'm ecstatic. So definitely come out. If you want to, you know, add me on Facebook if you're not my friend. Send me a message, leave your name and your phone number, and I will definitely have somebody give you a call back, one of my audience coordinator, and you can be a part of the show. Just come through and just support. And I'm really, really excited. And like I said, I made a status update yesterday. I'm just really thankful for all the love and support. I constantly get messages on my inbox from people that are just, you know, talking about my videos, that are just, you know, telling me how they love them, you know, and I'm thankful for that. So I thank you all. And like I said, I would love for you all to come out. So if you want to be at the first taping of Straight Talk with LC, definitely send me a message on my inbox, and I will forward that to my my audience coordinator. Just leave your name and your phone number, and we'll get that to you. I'm so very excited, and thank you. Mwah.